Hi guys, welcome to the Solana session. If you're new to this and wondering what are these pink boxes and white boxes and playground zones, basically what I'm going to cover are these areas, and they're based on the two key concepts, the Wyckoff and the playground zones. Playground zones, you can treat them as trading range, but the playgrounds can be horizontal or slightly upwards or downwards, and they can be of different time frames. So that's why there are short-term and long-term playground zones. Before getting into the details, I have to show this every time. This is for education and research purpose only and not financial advice. So let's get started. Solana daily chart. So basically, let me take out this and also this yellow line. We've covered that in the past few weeks. Basically, there have been a shorter term playground zone that happened in the past, let's see how many days. Over here, roughly 3 months, 90 days. And now we are somewhat returning, or the price is trying to return to the pink box, the larger short-term playground zone that started March last year. And right now it's trading within this very narrow range between $190 to $200. It happened before around here, December last year, and then it hovered below the resistance line of the pink short-term playground zone for a while before returning to this. And in terms of volume, we have some higher volume compared to January and December, so that means the price can go even more wild probably for the coming days. We have to see. And let's go to the higher time frame and look at Wyckoff. So basically, if you have been following these sessions, these are not new. So let me take out this, set this white box back to its own time frame, so it's not going to affect what we're going to see here. So in order for you to see this easier, change this to a line chart. And basically we've already gone through quite a number of stages already since the buying climax, and then a couple of tests and upthrust of the distribution. And we are at a point where it's seeking a support, so it's hovering around the price level of the buying climax. So it's somewhere near that. It's not way lower, and it's trying to obviously stay above that level. So we see this candle's price range. Not sure whether in the remaining 23 hours it's going to end up like a cross, and with a very, very narrow spread. And if the macro environment doesn't have particular good news or bad news, the price can trade in this narrow range between the purple line and the green line. Obviously, if there's much good news coming out and things still remains uncertain, it can trade between the yellow and the purple line for a while before something else develops. But in terms of Wyckoff pattern, usually the textbook way is after these upthrust, it will eventually die down. But how low it dies down, it really depends, because the industry may get a boost and it's not going to go to as low as the previous levels, but if nothing particular promising, it can obviously return to the long-term playground zone. So that's how I see what's coming next. And in terms of the prior accumulation cycle, that's roughly around almost 500 days. So it's pretty similar for a couple of coins. They lasted for about 500 to 540 days in terms of their prior accumulation cycle before we have this mega cycle. So counting from the time when the price left the long-term playground zone to where we are now, we are already 455 days in. So if we have a 1-to-1 time duration, 540 days will be April, end of April. If it's 500 days, it will be around mid-late March. So if the price drop around this time, that will be a very sharp drop. But if it's like if we give it one more month of time, then it's relatively easier for people, I guess. But referring to last time, coming down from the up first, we had this last point of supply. We had this already, and then we had another up first after distribution. So it can happen in a way that it comes down, and then we've got another last point of supply somewhere between the yellow and green line, and then let's do it this way. There may be multiple as well before it returns to the long-term playground zone. So that's also one of the ways that things can develop if the sentiments remain negative. Otherwise, sideways movement can happen as well if there's no particular good or bad. So that's for Solana.